That's kind of the weird realization over like the past couple of years of like, for a long time I was just like, oh yeah, I know Rocky Horror like the back of my hand, but I would never have been like, oh, that's one of my favorite movies, because I just never thought of it that way. But it's only like in recent times I was like, yeah, I literally know every word of that film. You know, I guess that would technically make it one of my favorite movies. It's like I would never have put it in the list because I would try to put things that are like, you know, classics. Well, that is a classic as well, but you know, something.
It is a classic.
I was going to say, yeah, even if you don't like it, right, you've got to acknowledge it's a classic.
Yes.
I think I was more thinking like, oh, if you put in your, you know, favorite movies, you have to put in things that are very worthy. You know, like The Apartment.
Apocalypse
things
Now.
like this. things like that. But this is like, well, you know, technically though.
No, I agree with you completely. Like, I think Hedwig and the Angry Inch is actually my favorite movie.
Excellent,
But then, but objectively, the number of times that I've watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show and the sheer enjoyment that I have watching it every single time, I can't deny that it's in my top 5 forever.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the day, it's my second favorite movie, and sometimes it's like, depending on the person, it's the last movie I'll say as my top 5.
Oh.
You know, to kind of like ease them into it.
Also, it's a very weird, one of those real, like, oh yeah, it's a very odd bit of trivia, like its connection to Batman. Because are you guys aware of the fact it's, you know, obviously Mark Hamill very famously voiced the Joker in the Batman animated series, but that part originally was Tim Curry's.
Yes.
He was, and apparently, it was one of those things I remember for years. They were like, oh yeah, for mysterious circumstances, he left the project or whatever.
Mysterious.
And the thing is, now it's just like he's been out and he's just like, I got bronchitis one week, and then they just fired me. Like, I was literally,
Come on.
I had the part, and then I was sick, and then I came back, and they're like, oh no, you've been replaced.
You
like,
don't replace him.
No.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The thing is, though, it's weirdly worked out for the best, because, like, well, Mark Hamill is phenomenal in that part, and it kind of revitalized his career. So it's like, well, it's good that he got that, because Tim Curry didn't need the best Joker. He was already, like, you know, legend in
I
his
don't know,
own time.
Tim, though, he is a legend.
Yes.
But I feel he's not got the parts he deserves. He occasionally will get something great, and then
Sure.
he's always good.
Well,
I
okay,
just
so
think he deserved better movies.
You're totally on the money, because, like, Frankenfurter is his best role because that's the best role that was ever offered to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they had given him... well, okay, but then he did, like, Spam-A-Lot on Broadway, which is also...
And Amadeus, yeah.
So, like, there's other roles that I guess he had success in, but he never had the opportunity to be a real leading man.
Yeah, as much as I like the movie Congo, where he's the villain, you know, it's
That classic.
it's not the best remembered film. It's fun. It's fine.
Well, and you guys keep calling him a legend, and he was in Legend as the devil.
Yeah, totally. He's also born in Warrington, which is right up the road from where me and John are currently
I
living.
genuinely didn't know that. He doesn't have a Warrington accent.
No,
He's worked on that voice.
It's a very I don't even know what accent you would place that Tim
That's
Curry
just
has.
a Tim Curry voice. He's just put on so many affectations that now you're like, oh, that's Nigel Thornberry. Or, oh, that's Frankenfurter. Like, you just associate it with his characters instead of...
There is an episode of the animated series where they used his laugh, where like, it's a Joker episode, and there's like a little automated clown. As they're walking past, and it goes like, "Maha, maha, maha." It's like, oh, that's Tim Curry. Like, you can just tell a mile away. It's like, oh, that's obviously him.
What, they just left it in?
Yeah, I guess because they owned the audio. They're like, well, he did a bunch of laughing, so might as well
That
use
was
it
all
for
he
something.
recorded, was 50 laughs. Okay, cool. Fine. But we haven't actually said
Anywho.
which minute we're talking about.
Well, I
Lots of
mean,
answers,
have
yes.
you seen the someone did like fan art of the Batman crew, like a bunch of Batman characters. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. A bunch of Batman characters as the Rocky Horror characters.
So was it like Riff Raff as Alfred and...
She's looking it up
I'm
right
gonna
now.
look it up right now.
And she will
I know Batman is Frankenfurter.
Because,
I guess
of course...
then-
Well, okay, so I wanted to talk about George Clooney not being directed to be gay as Batman, but like him as an actor making the choice of playing Batman as homosexual.
Okay,
Of course.
Batman is Frankenfurter, Robin is Columbia, Magenta is Harley Quinn, and the Joker is Riff Raff, and then Brad and Janet are Superman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I would have thought the Columbia would be Harley. I thought because she's got the voice. It's the same voice. But
True.
yeah, and plus she's kind of more of an outside party. Whereas,
It's because Columbia's a groupie, and Robin is kind of a groupie. Well, no, but Harley is also a groupie.
Yeah, Harley's like the Joker's main groupie as well. So, yeah. I would say too, like hold that up in the history of motion pictures, Columbia's gold outfit as being like one of the greatest costumes ever created. It's like every time I see it, I'm just like, that is just perfection. It's everything about it, and the fact it's only on screen for like 2 minutes
It's
or something as
criminal.
well.
Well, now I
Yes.
feel obliged to wear it for some kind of special.
Yeah. It's just like I'm a massive fan of top hats. I was like, I could never find the gold. You can get like the ones you get in like Smithies or something like that. I was like, it's not. It ain't as high quality as the one that they made for the movie. So I was like, I don't want a cheap looking Columbia outfit. I'd want the
You want
the top
the
tier stuff.
whole shebang, all the sequins.
Oh, I was about to say it, that exact phrase, and do it in the voice of David Bowie, because there's the song "The Whole Shebang" in Velvet Goldmine, which is based on Bowie. I was going to the whole
Oh my gosh,
shebang.
how did I read your mind? Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
I never thought that like, did Rocky Horror ever awaken something in me? But I think I always have a real thing for like androgyny in the people.
Yeah.
I always like women with very short hair. I'm like, I wonder if this is dating back to Columbia. I think that might be where that all
yes.
stemmed from originally. But who's to say?
Could be.
I hope this didn't awaken something in me.
Yeah,
But,
each of the characters in Rocky Horror are a different one of my sexual preferences. So
I totally get it. Totally get it.